I think we're just gonna go ahead and grab whatever's in here. No, this one I already did. Okay. Okay. Oh. Alright, we're gonna go with this one then. Let's get it. Alright, y'all, let's get started. As you can tell, this sketchbook looks semi ancient. So we have copper line sticker, Kuromi sticker, this Hot Topic Levi sticker, or on High School Host Club stickers. Yeah, looks rough. This one is actually from 2022 to 2023. So actually, literally, the same time as right now to January. That's interesting how that happened. I did not plan that. Anyway. So, a lot of this sketchbook is a lot of little flaps and a lot of stupid, like, mechanisms that aren't, like, useful at all and don't have any purpose, and a lot of different mediums, like crayons and colored pencils and markers that I don't know how to use, and more markers that I don't know how to use. Here's one of the birds from Peep in the Big Wide World right there. It's pretty cool. Me literally freaking out and having a stroke on the beat. Banana. You can't see him. Banana. Will Graham. A lot of Will Graham. Too much Will Graham. Never enough Will Graham. Did I mention Will Graham? Is this him in a seizure moment? I need to redraw that scene because it's so good. And a lot of painting stuff, I think. This is like a liminal space that I saw on Pinterest, and looking at it now, this is actually a really cool page. I need to do more of these. I love painting liminal spaces, and I don't do enough of it, so I think if I kept doing this, it would do really good. This in itself, I should like try to redo, but I never really redo things that I've drawn because I know it won't look as good. Shout out. Got more Hannibal stuff. The gun scene when he takes it out of his hand. His eyes when he's all covered in blood. Oh my god. Mads, my hungry ass could never be a surgeon. Really funny. More Mads. Fine. I'm literally in the process of watching this show with like two different friends. So the only thing on my brain right now is Hannibal. So to know that I was this much in deep 2 years ago, 3 years ago, is insane. There's Sonic. I really like this. There was a Pinterest image I saw and I wanted to color him, and he actually is really cute. I love the little 3 eyes. Here's a gnome. A gnome. Cute stuff. A lot of backgrounds that I actually tried to draw myself instead of using paper. So you'll see a lot of that in this sketchbook. This one's really cool. I need to do more of that because I've been kind of lazy with my backgrounds. Some full bodies. We got just a shadow thing. Here's another one of those backgrounds. I tried to do like a liminal space hospital. You know, I found a picture of a girl in a hospital gown. I don't know, it's okay. Nothing too cool about it. I had these really cute shark stickers. Shark stickers? Yeah, shark stickers. And the capybara coconut. And I'm kind of upset that I used all of them for this stupidness, but I use my stickers a lot better now than I did then, so I will redeem myself. I really like the colors on this one. Pretty sure this is supposed to be the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You, except I made his jaw extremely large. Here's a Darwin. I drew that. This page is melting due to the tape that I put all over it, but this was like one of those things where you just open Pinterest and draw everything there and like put it all on a page, but Yeah, it looks rough. Me trying to use different things, new stuff that I got. Obviously, they did not stay, but, you know, I still got them. Buff SpongeBob. Some extra stuff from my job when I used to be a library assistant student. It was a student job, so I got like 4-hour shifts. But all I did was make hide and seeks and print out little pictures and hide them around the library. Bad old image of Wu Young. Here's Mordecai and Rigby, swaggily looking through the window. Another liminal space. This was me trying to do one of those like really cool ones where they have a bunch of like layered text and backgrounds and it's creepy stuff. I like the hallway. The hallway is really cool. I like kind of the girl standing behind the image of a swing set. These two I don't really care for, but I was trying to do something and it kind of turned out. I love this page. It's the liminal space clock. Like up close, obviously it's not that good, but with this in the camera, it actually looks really cool. I'm a big fan of this clock sky thing, and this is also painted, like acrylic painting. So I was really into that at the time, which I should get back into. I have all the painting. It's just painting, having to get all the paint brushes out, having to get the water, the paper towels, the mixing the colors. I just get like really irritated, especially if I don't know what I'm gonna do. So maybe I could just try to do more liminal spaces and that would be pretty cool. And this is Mads, he's orange. Just a random page. This I was trying to do the present day, present time. Except I don't know how to write in Japanese, so kill me. A lot of memes. A lot of memes. This was peak cringe time. Last year of high school, I think. Just like at the edge of graduating, so I had to do what I did. I had to do what I had to do, and it was a lot of memes and a lot of brain rot, so big fan of this page, just because I made these like little origami cutouts and I plastered them on here with tape, and then I made a really cute background. I don't know how I did this background. I need to do it again. I like the yellow plaid. It looks really cute. And then this is Utah and the criminal. 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 I did not even know I drawed him. To be fair, I didn't really... When I was in the NCT, I didn't really look at him very much. I just kind of heard him a lot, and I was like, bro, can you give the high notes to another person? Well, guess who had to give up their high notes forever? Thank you. Put this here because I thought it would fit, and then I put the lyrics to Let Me Follow. I can't remember the name of the group right now, but it's very anagram coded, and that's why I have it here. Here's a sticker dump page with a little full body. This is what I do when I run out of ideas and I need to get rid of literally every sticker ever that I will never use ever a day in my life. And that's what happened there. This one is a laptop that I made. I do this all the time, just a little laptop thing. Got the keyboard. And then I made it Miku and Germa coded, because one, cringe, and two, to be cringe is to be free, and I had a lot of Miku stickers and I really liked Germa at the time, so that's the laptop. And then we have Robert Pattinson and whoever that is. I don't know, I don't remember who that is, but their traps are massive. Fudging massive. Okay. This is when I got a free magazine from Walmart. If you ever need a free like video game pictures and printed colored pictures, Walmart gives out like a monthly video game catalog or something, and you can just grab it and go. I need to go there again and get one, but this is for Final Fantasy. I love his cute little face. He's so pretty. We have Bucky, because of course. 3 years in a row going strong. It never really leaves among us. Yeah, this is definitely peak at the time. Peak at the time. I ruined Bucky. And then in here, how am I supposed to live, laugh, love in these conditions? We have some fake little images of Hyunjin and Felix. Because why not? Just my secret stash. And I don't know if you noticed, but there's a meat guy here. And some stuff. I was really into using markers and coloring inanimate objects. I still kind of can do that now, but I wasn't as into it. I think I was just having a hard time drawing people at this point, and all I could really do was draw animals, objects, and memes, and that's what I resorted to. And then occasionally I would have my Magnum opus, which would be a Hannibal related drawing and the worst meme you've ever seen in your life. Here's the apple he had to do it to him meme with a fully painted acrylic background on both, by the way. Don't ask me what was I on. I couldn't tell you what was going through my brain when I painted this, but just know this is my magnum opus. Nothing will ever top this spread. This whole spread, okay? Thank you. Got some more images from that video game thing I was talking about, and some pages from a K-pop album ad. They're cute. I really like this layered thing. Sorry guys, I had to grab some yogurt. I was feeling munchy crunchy. There's no crunchy in here, by the way. It's just coconut cream. It's just coconut yogurt. Shout out So Delicious, by the way. Their stuff is so good. Mads Mikkelsen from The Hunt. He's so pathetic in that movie. It's actually funny. And this is actually a garbage bag see-through compartment just for the little guy. Honestly, this is more swatches and a really cool full body that actually turned out really good. I'm a big fan of that one, actually. I have Garfield phone. I don't remember his name, but he's in Squid Games and Strangers from Hell. He's really cool. He's really femboy. Who said that? That man's getting harassed by old men every day of his life. Got a little Spirit Away button. Whatever this is. This is another liminal space painting. Guys, I was obsessed. And this is even cooler because I did like a window thing and then it goes into the liminal space, which is that hotel. And I even put the page, like what I was going to draw on the page beforehand, and I never covered it, which is really funny. Obviously this one isn't as good looking, but if you cover it with the window, it looks a lot cooler, so. Here's Leonardo DiCaprio really screaming and crying, if you've ever seen that image. Here's a little funny cat dough. Here's the Hanogram songs that at the time I saved. Which they're still kind of valid now, but I don't know if that would be what I would do. And then I made a little vinyl. This is really cute. This is a really good idea, by the way. I'm a big fan of that. You can just stick it back in and close it up. And this is more of those mechanisms. Here's Will Graham in front of a school building, because that makes sense. And then Will Graham as a teacher. And this was You're Lame. It's a little pop-up cat. You see him? It's really cute. This one too. Really cute. Here's a big one. It's just, it's like, hey pal, you just blow in from Stupid Town? That was actually like a Christmas gift, except, you know. They didn't believe that they would keep it unscathed, so I just took it back. This is acrylic painting of a portrait. Still struggle with colors in the skin tones, but I really kind of like the way this one turned out with the sparkles and random colors and stuff. I need to get back into painting with my acrylics, because now I just use paint markers, which is kind of the same thing, but it's not. It's really not. I have another liminal space. It's the pool rooms. And then I just put a random dude on it, which I thought was funny. He's just there. He's got his little rain boots on though, which is kind of funny. Will Graham, messed up face. Don't want to talk about it. Here's Enid and Wednesday. Except I messed her face up too, so don't look at it. More swatches, lots of swatches. Random people, another sticker dump. As you can tell, I bought that really cheap Nickelodeon cartoon pack on AliExpress, and you can tell that I didn't know any of the shows. I know the shows, I just don't care about the shows. Like Chowder, love Chowder. What would I do with that? I should have used it for a green page, but at the time I wasn't doing that. I wasn't color coding anything. I don't like Rugrats. I never watched Arnold. I never watched Code Next Door unless I had to. Dexter I don't give a crap about, and Ed and Eddie was okay, but I didn't really know what to do with those stickers. They're kind of useless. Here's like a green dump of just random stuff, like a school bag, Pokemons from that thing. Same thing on this page, just a blue dump. Really unfortunate. We got Mads Mikkelsen as a vampire, Mads Mikkelsen, but he's got a way too big of eyes and nose and mouth. Proportions didn't exist. We've got Jared Leto from the Kill music video, Keanu Reeves. The lineup is crazy. This random guy perspective, I'm a big fan of this sticker. Black and white theme, yeah. Here's the Will Graham spread. From the random deer ad, to the deers in the background, to the green, to the fresh crabs caught daily, to this tiny little thing where it has his fishing lure. Funny guy, which I'm actually gonna take him out. His clock. Shout out the clock. The mask. There's one more. A little pen bookmark thing. I don't know why I put that in there, it just felt right because, like, the stag, the strike, makes sense in my brain. And the mushroom. From the mushroom episodes. Haha. I'm so smart and cool. Purple, whatever. It doesn't matter. Will and Hannibal, except Hannibal looks. He looks rough. Let's just say that. These stickers are actually from the Turbulence GOT7 album, which is cool. We got another little flap, but this one I tried to do like the random fish background characters, and I put them on like a little line. I was being experimental. Here's Matt Smith and David Tennant from the Doctor Who things. They look like themselves, but they're kind of like Uncanny Valley, where Bro's like bottom half of his face is way too big, and then Bro's top half of his face is way too small. That was my problem, is my proportions are still so rough, and they've gotten better, but this is a good example of me struggling with sizes of proportions on faces. We've got a little doodle and a platypus and an NC127 sticker and blah 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 blah. Love this. Big fan of this. This is me drawing a piece of meat in a plastic container. I did this with acrylics and watercolor, and it turned out really, really cool. I'm a big fan of this. I found this sticker on the ground at my work. They actually don't make the stickers like this anymore, so this is like peak antique. No, I did not steal. It was on the floor. It had like hair on it. I washed it. I literally like cleaned it up, and I was like, I'm gonna use this because it's a rare item at this point. I love this. I love this. I love it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of meat. If I think too hard about it, I can't eat meat. But my favorite thing about Valentine's Day is when they make the heart-shaped steaks. There's something just so like weird and almost like kind of uncanny. It's not the word that I'm thinking, but it's very uncomfortable, but also like really interesting how they just do that. They just make it into a heart. I don't even know how they do that, but it's really cool. They put in these cute little like heart-shaped containers too. It's really funny. Will Graham, Mads Mikkelsen. Yeah, you can tell the proportions are rough. Another liminal space, except I just kind of chalked it all up to green theme, because that's what the vibes are. And then here I have this little thing that you open up. Oh, surprise! He's funny. And then the last couple pages are just kind of me using my super tip markers and getting the hang of them and making different portraits. It's always good to just draw random portraits. This also has a count of how many times I drew them, which was 32, by the way. The more that you draw profiles in different proportions, the more accurately you can do them over time, is what I figured out, because that's all I do. So my proportions have got a lot better. My coloring has got a lot better. And yeah. All of the weird, like, church things in this, by the way, were just stuff that I got, and it was like, oh, that's a sticker? Yeah, I'll take it. And I just threw it in there. Like, I did not care. I was just like, give me that sticker. I want the sticker. But that's that sketchbook. It's a good one. It's pretty solid. Kind of developed my design for now. And the way I draw stuff, it kind of set the tone for my future work of liminal spaces. I need to get back into liminal spaces. Anyway, we're gonna take a sneak peek of the most recent sketchbook. I'm just gonna flip to a random page, if that's cool. Because you guys need to be fed, and I'm here to feed, so. Random page. Maybe not that one. Random page. Wow. Random page. Wow. Wow. Cute. We'll get to it. I promise we'll get to the sketchbook. I know everybody just loves my newer sketchbooks. It doesn't matter. I really don't care. Here's my yogurt. Here's my currently working on sketch. Very easy, very simple. I'm trying to simplify my style because I tend to overdo on colors and stuff. But yeah. Thank you for staying with me on my journeys and my journeyists. Please stay for my future sketchbooks and my older sketches and my potential drawings to come. Thanks for sticking around. Have a good day. Why do I sound like I'm in my 9 to 5 shift? Okay. Thanks for watching. What the